Afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday afternoon. Well, it's actually closer to Saturday evening. We're going to be looking at a few things in this video. First thing we're going to look at is this teleporter is getting a little bit of an upgrade on something, so we're going to have a look at that. Bit of rolling during the week, land rolling on the silage ground. I've got a little bit of footage of that, so we'll put that up, do a bit of a voiceover on it, maybe add a bit of music onto it. And then, as well as that, we're also going to be having a little bit of an update on the calving situation, how that's going, what issues there has been over the last weekend or so, and yeah, more or less a bit of a catch up on all that stuff. So that's today's video. Let's get going at it. Alright, so what are we doing on the teleporter? This teleporter, 2006 machine now. It's 15 years old and it's pretty much original from the way it was when it came out of the factory. We haven't changed anything much on it. Different kind of tires on it, sure, but everything else is more or less the same. And technology has moved on a little bit. Technology being lighting technology, and we wanted to do something lighting wise that would brighten everything up when we're walking at night, basically. Move on to something LED if we could, and we also wanted something that kind of looked like the original, and that was the challenge, to get something that didn't look out of place. Because if you're used to watching me on the channel at this stage, you'll see that I don't add a lot of stuff onto machinery. I just like to keep everything original and as it should be, or as it came out of the factory. And if I am to move away from something, it has to look basically the same. So that's kind of what we were looking for, and I think we may have pulled that off. I'll show you the lights that we got now. So basically, back around Christmas time, I got on to Alan in Auto Sparky. So Alan Auto Sparky is based in County Calving, and kind of specialise in all LED lighting. So for your tractors, lorries, vans, trailers, everything. He just specialises in all different stuff. You'd have to check him out on the website and see what all he has. He's a comprehensive website with everything on it. But got talking to Alan. Alan then told me what he had, showed me what he had, and I'll show you what we agreed on. I've got a box of stuff here. I'm going to set the camera up, we'll pull a few lights out, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, so no fancy work area here. We're just using the bucket of the teleporter to get this open, and we'll have a look and just see exactly what is inside. Now, so very well packaged. Okay, we've got a few different. What we'll do is we looked initially at the work lights. So work lights are basically, to look at, almost the same as what you get on the machine when it's new. So exactly the same in appearance. The difference is there's a stainless steel bracket on this, which I actually think is a very good job, because the one that comes on the machine when it's new is only powder coated and it always rusts. So you'll always see the little bracket, the paint starts peeling off it after a number of years. Some of the ones on this machine, it's actually peeling off it, and it's parked inside every night. So that's a really good job and a really good addition. Fully, you see, you've got a stainless steel bolt, it looks like, and we also have the proper connection also on it. And then if you had to wire it in, they give you the other side of it too. So very well set up, looks exactly the same, and yeah, if you're looking forward to getting those on. I actually ordered some extra ones. Machine comes with 2 front and 2 rear, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to just put 2 on the rear, but I'm going to put 4 on the front. I'm going to just make up, I'll just actually show you. I'm going to make up an extra little bracket. Lighting isn't great. I moved inside because of the wind. You can see where the light is mounted here on the front. I'll just make a little bracket that goes across, and I'm going to put another light then next to that. So we'll have 2 lights on each side on the front, just for extra lighting. So it should make a huge difference to the machine, hopefully. So that is that light. So yeah, like those. Very impressive to come, and it, as I say, should make a huge difference to the lighting on the teleporter. So that's one of those lights. I also got to send me out a few of these little small LED lights here for shining light. Only very simple small light. I also wanted a little light that would shine down here from the side. So gonna just mount a small light here that kind of shines onto the side. The new teleporters you get now all have lights shining out to the side. The first time I seen it was on the Cremo that we had out here, and for just two very small lights like that made a huge difference to the lighting to either side when you're going in and out of areas or tight spaces or dark spaces. Brilliant job. Just always very impressive. So I wanted to do something like that with this machine as well. And these lights here don't have to throw out massive amount of light. They're only going to be about 4.5 foot off the ground, and they're going to be pointing down towards the ground, just like above the wheel. So yeah, sure, it'll be ideal, perfect. So yeah, that is that light. All right, so final light that we'll have a look at is one of these larger lights here. This is actually a replacement headlight, dip light, side light, indicator. So that is it there. So you can see it's a little bit different in appearance. The LED indicator, it's not all orange. It's orange on the inside, if you know what I mean. It's clear to look at. But yeah, nice, lovely looking light. A little bit bigger. Well, I'll lift you over. I'll just put it up side by side. It's a little bit bigger than the light that's there. Fractionally bigger, so it's not going to fit inside you see there's a steel surround that goes right around it. It's not going to sit inside that, so we're going to take that off, and possibly we might make one for around it, or we'll take it away altogether. It's not really in the line of fire, if you like, for anything anyway, so it doesn't really need it. But who knows, you might be able to adjust it a wee bit as well. It does. Yeah, we'll see when it comes out. It's actually very close to fitting, but I don't think it will. It says about 1/4 of an inch, half an inch out. But yeah, should make a huge difference, I think, on the machine. And yeah, that is that. I also got a spare walk light, which I'm going to mount out here. There's a place here for mounting a walk light on them. I have the switch and all in the teleporter, so it'll all work well, and it is pre-wired from the factory for it. This machine never had that light, so yeah, going to have an extra walk light out on the front as well, so that you can switch on and off from the cab. So yeah, it'll make a big change to the machine when these are all fitted, and you will see me fitting this. I'm going to make a video when we're fitting all the lights on, and I'll show you before and after as well on them, and you can just see how much of a difference there is, and if it would be worth for your tractor if you wanted to purchase them. But yeah, that'll be in the next few weeks. You'll see that being done, and yeah, looking forward to getting it done. So that's it. You'll see it all in the video in the coming weeks. So that is it. You'll see it all in the video in the coming weeks. We'll do it before and after. We'll do a video so that is it. You'll see it all in the video in the coming weeks. We're going to do it before and after. You'll see the progress and what we have to do to get the lights all fitted in and to work. And yeah, it'll be... So that's the lights. Super happy with how they look. Very close to the originals. And looking forward now to getting them fitted. So in the next couple of weeks, as we do it, I'm going to do a bit of video footage along the way, show the fitting process, what we had to do to get them to fit. We'll do a before and after video as well, and you'll get to see it all being done. So yeah, Autosparky is the website. Go over and check it out. I have a link in the description below. You'll see whatever lights that there is. There's all makes, as I say, so whatever tractor you have, you'll have lights that'll suit them. Alright, so now that we've finished talking about the lighting upgrade package on the teleporter, we're going to move on to rolling. Doing a little bit of rolling here on our silage ground. Fertilizer is out, slurry is out. Spraying is not done yet, but that will be done hopefully next week. It's just too cold for spraying at the minute, so we've put that on hold. It was still not too dry, so we could still roll it, and we just said we get that done and dusted now out of the way. In a week's time, when the weather is a bit milder, we'll be able to get the spraying done, and then that'll be it finished for now until it's ready for cutting. But yeah, 3650 was on roller duty. It's done all the rolling all year so far, and yeah, without a hiccup. It's just another chance to use it again, try it out before we do the walk on the tractor, which will be happening very soon. We were to start doing the walk on the tractor about a couple of months back, we'll say, and a couple of opportunities started to show its head, where it could be beneficial for me to wait and get those sorted and in place, and a lot of those are now sorted and in place, and it's going to allow us now that we can do the walk on the tractor. So there will be more about that in later videos when we start the walk on it. Yeah, but tractor working very well. A couple of little oil leaks that I noticed on it. We've identified those. We've fixed some of them. There's one of them is there's a little seal gone in the spool valve, which is normal enough, and we have to sort that out. But again, it's just give us a chance to use the tractor, see what any little issues there was, and we can get it all sorted now when it's in, get the work done. But love using it, absolutely love it. There's nothing bad I can say about it. It's as good as I thought it would be, and delighted to have it, and looking forward now to getting the work done. Yeah, great to get the fields rolled as well. It just gives an opportunity. Some of these fields are all grazed since the silage last year, so we can roll them. Just make sure there's no stones or anything that's rolled out of ditches, and it could save you then some money when it comes to mowing your silage and lifting it with the harvester. But all's good. You might notice my voice is just starting to go now. A little bit sick all week. Not too bad. It didn't affect me. I was out every day walking, but I was coughing, and it just has affected my voice, so it's disappearing now as we speak. This is a lovely time of evening here to be rolling. Sun was just starting to set, and was getting some nice drone shots as well. So yeah, couldn't be better. Watson roller is working very well. It is filled with waste oil, so it's quite heavy for the size of it, and yeah, does a great job. And if there's anything there sticking its head up, it just buries it. Yeah, so to get this all done and dusted, weather now is to warm up a little bit early next week, and when that happens, all that's left now to be done on the silage ground is a bit of spraying. We've chickweed to kill in 3 fields, and a couple of those fields then also have some docks in it. So I'll go through all the sprays that I'm using, and we'll have a look at what I'm spraying and go through it all in the video when I'm doing it. And then once that's done, going to be moving on to the hay ground. We will have to do some spraying in it. We'll have to do fertilizer in it, and we have to slurry it. So and maybe a little bit of rolling in 2 of the fields too, that there was some horses grazing in over the winter. But yeah, apart from that, we're well on now with the spring walk. Yeah, so that's really the end of this part of the video. Now we'll move on to checking how the cows and calves is getting on at the calving. Alright, calving update. I don't think this little guy should be out here. Go on back into mommy, go on. Go on. Go on. Got a bit of a jump on him, that fella. Okay, so calving. Calving's going well. We're down to the last 6. Last 6, and these are all in calf to the limousine, so I'd imagine we should start to see these calving over the next couple of weeks. It's in around the time that they're due, so hopefully it should finish off fairly quickly. In the last week or so, we've had 3 calves. This one here that you've just seen jumping in and almost clearing the bow, and then there's two more newly borns in the back. Now you see there's a lot of cows in here. We had all these out. These are all out, and every day over the last few days we've been taking one in every day, sick. The weather turned cold. it was bitterly cold. It's -2, -3 at night. Crazy for the time of year, unseasonably cold. But there was a wind factor that came into it as well, that meant that even during the day when it got up to 5, 6, 7 degrees, it still felt like it was -2 or 3. We've just had a strange cold snap of weather for the time of year, and the calves have suffered. Most of the calves that had to come back in are all calves that were sick with crypto earlier in the year. So the crypto affects the calves' immune system, obviously, and then when the change of weather comes, they're sick and back in. So we're having a tough job just keeping the ones that's outside and okay, but so far so good. We still have only lost that one calf, which is a number of weeks back. Everything else is still alive, and I really don't know how that they are, but they are. Hopefully if the weather now changes and we get a wee bit of warmer weather, which is forecast to come from early in the week, from Monday, if that happens, we'll get these girls and their calves back outside. A lot of these cows now, over the next week or so, we'll be taking them back in. Some of the calves have to be dehorned, and then they're going to be going down out to the out farm, which is ready for them, but with the way the weather's been, we have not put them out down there because we've kept them around the house, around the yard, or even, should I say, and by doing that it just leaves us that if we need to get one in, it's not a really big job, and we can walk them back to the yard. Some of the quieter cows, we can corner them along a ditch, and they'll run onto the trailer with the calf. So yeah, hopefully weather changes and we'll get them back in. But that's how calving's going. It's going okay, down to the last 6, and hopefully that should be all finished up in the next couple of weeks. And that's really it for today's video. It's just kind of an update on how calving's going. We had a look at the upgrade on the teleporter, and you got to see a bit of land rolling with the 3650, and silage ground is done. Over the next week or so, jobs is coming up. We have slurrying to do on hay ground, fertiliser to go out on hay ground, rolling to do on hay ground, and we'll also then be moving these cows and calves and doing a bit of dehorning and stuff like that. So plenty of videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have the camera out when we're not just as busy as we've been over the last week, and I'll have a bit more time to get some more footage and make some more videos. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything. Leave a like in the video if you can, that helps me out as well. And also comment down below if you have any questions or any comments to make. I do try to reply to most of the comments when I have time, and yeah, we'll see you in the next few days. I'm going to get a haircut and a bit of a shave. I look like a homeless person. See you in the next one.